Hello, my name is Matt, or Maddie as you may know me, and I've been working over the past year to support the Ohio Student Environmental Coalition, which is a statewide network of groups working for a clean, safe, and just future for all. I wanted to take some time this summer to reflect and report on everything OSEC has accomplished this past year. We're really at a unique time. I might even call it a movement in terms of environment and sustainability. And it's an especially exciting time to work with young people because we're not afraid to take action. Let me show you what I mean. During the past year, OSEC groups have participated in National Days of Action, like this group from Hiram College during Fossil Fools Day 2008. And this group at OSU demonstrated outside their president's office to protest the university's purchasing of products from illegal logging on indigenous land in Canada. This campaign later escalated to a sit-in in the president's office, and both the local and the larger international campaigns were recently won, thanks to the 5-year-long youth-led forest defense blockade in Canada and actions like this one. It's also really exciting when we get to come together for big events. In November, 6,000 of us converged on Washington, D.C. for PowerShift 2007, the first National Youth Summit to address the climate crisis. There were hundreds of activities including speakers, workshops, bands, movies, and meetings. On Monday, a few thousand of us participated in a lobby day on Capitol Hill, as well as a die-in direct action at Citibank to protest their investments in coal power. PowerShift was the place to be. We had more people in the Ohio State breakout than we could fit in the room. It was probably the largest gathering of Ohio student environmental activists in a decade or more, and it wasn't even in Ohio. Then, on the second weekend in February, 70 of us gathered in Columbus for the Ohio Area Student Environmental Summit. We had workshops on campaign planning, environmental justice, local issues, team building, direct action, and more. On Sunday afternoon at the summit, we all made home visits to the director of the Ohio EPA and the CEO of American Municipal Power, a utility in Columbus trying to build a coal-fired power plant in southeast Ohio. We had mostly friendly conversations with both of them on their front lawns and let them know how we felt about coal-fired power plants, which are the largest single contributor to global warming and thus the single greatest threat to our future. In the end, we were successful in getting the EPA to slow down the permitting process to allow for more citizen input and participation. It was pretty cool. At the end of March, a bunch of us got together again, this time in Southeast Ohio for Mountain Justice Spring Break 2008. Here's a picture of us making some noise outside of the American Municipal Power office building, while our youth-led negotiations team was inside, talking to the CEO and their public relations team. We had another small victory here, but the plan is still looking to get built, so we can't let up now. One important catalyst in this work has been connecting with the people most directly impacted by environmental injustice. Elisa Young, an activist from Southeast Ohio and founder of Meg's Citizens Action Now, has impacted our work a lot. She's connected with student groups at a handful of schools around Ohio, like when she spoke at this event at OU in the fall. But in the face of all this bad stuff, sometimes we just need to get outdoors and take a breath. We're about developing lifelong leaders and sustainable change, not burning people out. Someone once told me that the revolution must be irresistible, and I've been saying it ever since. This work is challenging and serious, but it's also incredibly exciting and fun. I don't know if I've ever witnessed a social movement in my lifetime, but if I had to guess, I'd say we're in one right now. It's been my pleasure and honor to work with Young Catalysts this year, and I look forward to doing it again for the next year as well. To give you a more concrete sense of what we've accomplished this year, as a direct result of the work I and the student leaders I've been working with have done, we've directly engaged 30,000 young people, earned 102 media hits, had 14 interactions with important politicians and business people, taken action 16 times in support of community and environmental justice groups, and most importantly, we've had 23 policy victories, from delaying coal plants to campus recycling. And we've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Power Vote is a national youth campaign to build the political power we need to re-energize our economy and stop global warming. Mountain Justice Spring Break 2009 will bring hundreds of young people together in Appalachia to learn from and stand with communities affected first and worst by the coal industry. And PowerShift 09 will bring 10,000 young people from across the country to Washington, D.C. this February. And we need you to help us do it. While this work is done almost entirely by volunteers, it certainly isn't free. The organizations supporting OSEC are part of the Energy Action Coalition, which is 48 organizations that run collaborative campaigns to build and strengthen the youth movement for a clean and just future for all. To donate to the efforts of OSEC and many other groups, please go to oh-sec.org today. Money is a tool, and we know how to use it. Signing off for now, this is Matt/Maddie from Columbus. You can reach me at matt@energyjustice.net.